Please bow. Dear God, you're the builder of all things. As we know, you only created so much real estate. Please guide Dorothy this year as she leads the Mississippi Association of Realtors during this next year. They are the ones who are entrusted to help others navigate this landscape. Thank you for each of them. Help Dorothy and her team to come up with effective strategies that can enable this association to continue to move forward in a meaningful way, even in the midst of these times. Help them to generate good plans that are practical, sustainable, and easily implemented. Guide them, O Lord, toward the best way to take action to accomplish their goals. Help them to boldly tackle all the topics they need to discuss, come up with excellent solutions, and always leave this and every meeting inspired and timely. As I close, I notice the theme, invest to be your best. You set the example. We know the Mississippi Association of Realtors will follow as they invest to be their best. You invested in us with your best. In the precious name of Christ Jesus, I do pray. Amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor Henley. And now, as we begin our installation program, I'll turn the podium over to the 2021 National Association of Realtors Region 5 Vice President and our 2006 MAR President, Pam Powers.
Thank you, Karen, and welcome, Mississippi Realtors. I'm honored to be a part of the program today and install a new group of leaders to serve our association. My favorite leadership lesson was from a book by Chris Lowney called Heroic Leadership, and it was based on the tenets and the beliefs and the leadership principles of the Order of the Jesuits. A colleague once asked Sir Francis Loyola, who was the founder of the Jesuits, how long he would need to recover if the Pope decided to disband the Jesuits. And he thought about it just for a minute or two, and then he said, if I recollect myself in prayer for about a quarter of an hour, I will be happy. And I will be happier than before. And it sort of took them aback that he did this, and it was teaching, he was teaching one of the principles of the Jesuits in this about indifference. And when I heard that indifference was one of their principles and their tenets, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't be indifferent. I'm too, passionate about everything, so I don't understand that. But once I learned about it and read it a little bit more, it has guided so many things that I have learned, that I've used throughout these years, and what that meant by being indifferent. In the lessons of this, Jesuits achieved what we today would call ingenuity, a mix of adaptability, daring, speed, and good judgment, only by first cultivating the attitude he called indifference. Only by becoming indifferent, free of prejudices and attachments, and therefore free to choose any course of action, do recruits become strategically flexible. I believe if I ask Keith, Dorothy, or any of these leaders how long it would take them to recover if they were told they would be impacted by their business and their lives would be impacted by a pandemic. And I believe each one of these have demonstrated that ingenuity and that selfless leadership quality that was needed to lead our association, to lead our communities in this time, in this tragic time that we've had. And I'm confident the new executive committee I'm about to install will work together in the same exemplary fashion. So I'm honored, and it's my pleasure to install our 2021 leaders. Would all newly elected 2021 MAR officers and directors please join me here for your installation, with the exception of Dorothy Thompson. President-elect Chris Davis of Columbus.
Get up.
First Vice President, Southern District VP John Ritten of Diamond Head. Central District Vice President Gary Parker of Flowood. Northern District Vice President David Massey of Oxford. Treasurer Melissa Key of Hattiesburg. At-large member Gina Nolan from Tupelo. Immediate past president Keith Henley of Tupelo. And our directors at large. District 1 is Gina Nolan of Tupelo. District 2 is Barry Clemmer of Terry. District 3 is Jeffrey Dillon of Madison. And District 4, District at large, is Deborah McGee of Gulfport, who is joining us through Zoom. It is my pleasure to preside over your installation as officers and directors. Now, please raise your right hand to take the oath of office. Do each of you solemnly promise and swear that you will administer the office to which you have been elected to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the bylaws of the Mississippi Realtors, that you will observe and enforce the Code of Ethics of the National Association of Realtors, that you will uphold and support the Mississippi Real Estate Commission in the enforcement of the license law, that you will in all your acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of our communities, state, the high purposes of our association, and the welfare of its membership. If you do so subscribe, please say, "I do."
I do.
You may lower your hand. Now, by the virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I do proclaim each of you officially installed to the office to which you have been elected. Congratulations to each of you. And now I will welcome Nancy Lane, our 2021-2022 National Association of Realtors Treasurer, who will install Dorothy as our 2021 president.
Thank you, Pam. When I was first told that I would have the privilege of installing Dorothy as 2021 president, I can't tell you how thrilled I was. And I began to think, what could I say about Dorothy? So I asked my husband, how would you describe Dorothy? He said, oh, she's always pleasant. She's always smiling. And that's something you can always count on Dorothy for. You can always count on her to have an upbeat spirit. Excuse me. She's always calm, but tenacious. She has the energy of, I don't want to, I'm almost reluctant to say, but as much energy as a puppy, because, you know, she's always active and ready to go. But the one thing you don't want to do with Dorothy is tell her to call you when she wakes up. Because you're going to get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, it's just an awesome pleasure for me to not only install Dorothy as 2021 president, but to call her friend. You are just such a warm person, Dorothy. You will lead this association with so much grace and strength, and I'm just so proud that you're going to be the 2021 president. So with that, each year we have all our past presidents to join us at the front for the purpose of passing the gavel. And since so many of our past presidents are virtual and watching from home, we're going to do things a little differently and have a virtual gavel passing this year. But we do have a few presidents with us, and I'd like to invite the past presidents who are here to join me up front to witness Dorothy's installation. And Keith, if you would come stand beside me. Oh, you can. It's not going to make that much difference, but yeah, you can. If you don't want to confuse everyone. Okay. So Dorothy, upon you has been bestowed the highest honor and responsibility of the Mississippi Realtors, the largest business trade association in the state. In your term of service, countless citizens, businesses, and elected leaders will see you as the standard bearer for Mississippi Realtors. It's assumed, Dorothy, that in accepting the office to which you've been elected, you subscribe fully to the objectives of the Mississippi Realtors. And if you subscribe so, please say I do.
I do.
Now, Dorothy, please raise your right hand and take the oath of office. So do you solemnly promise and swear that you will administer the office to which you've been elected to the best of your ability and judgment and in conformity with bylaws of the Mississippi Realtors, that you will observe and enforce the Code of Ethics of the National Association of Realtors, that you will uphold and support the Mississippi Real Estate Commission and the enforcement of the license law, that you will in all your acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible, endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of our communities, state, the high purpose of our association, and the welfare of its membership. If you do so subscribe, please say I do.
I do.
You may lower your hand. Now, by virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I do proclaim you officially installed the office of the President of Mississippi Realtors. Congratulations, Dorothy.
I think you got one of my sheets.
Now, as I said, the gavel of the MAR presidency has been passed down over the 84-year history of this association from one leader to another. And we continue that tradition this evening as we pass the symbol of leadership to our new president, Dorothy Thompson. It reminds us that we are not working as individuals, but as a united group for the betterment of our membership and profession. Can I get a drum roll, please, and roll that video? I don't have your papers.
I don't know where it is.
Uh-oh. I did that one. Where, video. Video.
Okay.
John Dean, 1997. John Dean, 1997. John Dean, 1997.
Not sure, not sure.
I cut off. Thank you.
Got a mouse? Where's Dr. Crystal? Crystal, seriously. Oh, Janice is live.
Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good afternoon. I want to thank you all for allowing me to be your 2021 president. Let me tell you a little something about myself. I am the youngest of 11 children born to Leandra and Maggie Sanders in Water Valley, Mississippi. I live in Jackson and I have two sons, Willie Thompson Jr. and Matthew Sanders Thompson. My daughter-in-law is named Janetta, and I have two precious granddaughters, Haley and Chloe. My theme for next year is invest to be your best. And I want you all to invest in 4 areas: relationships, your health, your business, and education. Invest in relationship. I believe the most important relationship that you can have is with God. Then your families, friends, clients, co-workers. Relationships are very important in our business. A relationship that you cultivate today will help you in the future. Please invest in your relationship with others, but you must invest in your health. We as real estate professionals always tell people that the most important thing that you can invest in is land. But do you know the most important thing that you can invest in is you, your body. God only made one of you. You must take time for yourself. Stress will kill you. How do you invest in your health? By eating right, going to the doctor, do something that you love, take a class, play golf, travel, exercise. Did you know that exercise is like depositing money in a saving account in the bank? 30 minutes of exercising, depositing money in the bank. 30 minutes of walking, depositing money in the bank. Pay yourself first. Your health is very important. Next, invest in your business. You must have a plan, a business plan. It doesn't matter if you are one company, a one-person company, or a company with a large number of agents. You must have a plan. That plan must consist of purpose, goals, system in places for taxes, accounting, health insurance, retirement. We're talking about insurance. In our business, we think the most important insurance is E&O. But what about life insurance? What about disability insurance? Suppose something was to happen to you and you cannot work for 6 to 12 months. Do you have disability insurance in place to take care of you and your family? Insurance is very important. You must revisit your plan. Your business plan is your roadmap. You must have an exit plan. Do you plan to pass it on to someone, like a family member, like Matthew, my son there? Or do you plan to sell your business? Several years ago, I took a class called How to Set Your Business Up to Sell. This class showed me that my client database is my book of business, better known as money. It showed me that I can pass it on to Matthew, or I can sell it. I can sell it outright. I can sell it over a period of 2 years, 3 years, or whatever. But That is just like having money in the bank. I am working with the staff to develop a class based on business plan. We plan to carry this class to every local association. But also, you must invest in education. In our business to grow, you must continue to learn. The National Association, along with the Mississippi Realtors Institute, is here to help you. We can help you with any type of certification or designation that you want. If you want to go in commercial real estate, we got the classes. If you want to go in property management, we have the classes. If you are a real estate agent and you want your broker's license, we have the classes. If you are a broker and you want to hire someone new, but he or she does not have their license, we have the classes. Continue education. The Mississippi Realtor Institute is a one-stop shop for the required 16 hours you need to keep your license. Education is a must, and the Mississippi Realtor Institute is here to help you. In closing, I want you to invest in 4 things: relationship, your health, your business, and education. As your president, along with the executive committee and the staff of MAR, we are here to help you by providing the tools you need to be your best. Thank you. Thanks again. I'm assuming that's it for now. That's a